Guys, it's tutorial time. So we're going to be doing and talking about double piston extenders today. So we're going to start with the basic single lane double piston extender. So we're going to place two sticky pistons like this, and then we're going to place any block at the end. So I'm just using red wool, and then we're going to put two repeaters facing the two sticky pistons. Now the first one here, we're going to put a delay of 1, and then we're going to put a maximum delay there. Now we're going to run redstone to both of them, and then we're going to run redstone to the red block. This block doesn't have to be red, it can be any block you want. And then we're just going to run it to any switch you want. We're just going to use normal stone. We're going to put a switch, and we're going to put a button as well. Test fire. So that is pretty simple, but the more pistons you want, the more complicated it does get. So we can actually add another two pistons like this, and the same. Just do exactly the same on this side. So you connect it all up like this, and then we've got to add the delay. So first one here, we're going to add 1, and again maximum. So it should look like that, and then it should fire up all just fine. So now you can use this for multiple things, you know. So it stretches out these two blocks here, so you know you can push loot in a canal or whatever you want, really. But that's how this double piston extender actually works. It's very simple to make, and easy and quick. But as I said, once you move up bigger in size and you want to add more layers on top of it, it gets more complicated, and we'll get to that shortly. Okay guys, we're going to do a slightly larger one now, which is a lot different than the one we just did. So first off, we're going to do a 4 wide this time. And we're not going to put the sticky pistons like that. I'm going to use red wool for the front again. Now we're not going to put redstone repeaters on the side, we're going to put them at the back this time. So put them at the back, we're going to put no delay on any of them. Then we're going to run redstone out the side. I'm going to do this slightly large style because so people can see it a lot better. So we're going to run the redstone out the side. Now we're going to run them back about 2 to 3 blocks, and we're going to run them into each other. And then we're going to put redstone repeaters on one and the other side, like this. And now the left side redstone repeater, we're going to put maximum setting, and we're going to leave the right side alone. So, and this here is going to be our main line, which we're going to hook a button up, switch up, whatever you like. Now, so that's the back pistons done. Now we're going to hook up the front pistons. So we're going to just run blocks along the front like that, and we're going to hook the main line straight up to the front pistons. Now we're going to add 2 repeaters in. We're going to add the front one with a 1 and leaving the back one, so that one should be adjusted to 1. And then we're going to just flood with redstone at the front. So now that should actually work. So that should double extend those 2 pistons and with track properly, put them in the proper spots. But the front wall will not. That shouldn't. So I should say, we can test it. So it works fine, but the front wall will not with tracked. So you can put a delay system, or you can put like a tick pulse system in. I like the tick pulse system in because if you hold the button down, then it will work properly. But with a delay, it will not work properly. So I'll just set it up we're going to set up like a tick system. So what we're going to do is we're going to run off the main line here. I'll just do a fairly large system here, just so everyone can see properly. Okay, so now we can easily run it off. So there we go. Now we're going to run this here into a block with a torch on the other end, like that. So that should be looking like that. Then on the other end here, we're going to have a repeater, and we're going to set it to maximum. Then we're going to have that repeater run into another block with another redstone torch on the other end, which will turn it off. Now we want it to like do a tick pulse style system. So we run that straight to the redstone here. So now we run just in front of this redstone repeater here. We run another few blocks back, run it into itself like that. So, and we have that coming out like this. Now we put another repeater here with no delay, and that should all now give us a tick. If not, then we got to play with just play with the settings a bit more. I think we were meant to add a delay system there, but we'll find out. Yep, something is wrong. We just got to find out what it is. Yep, that seems to be working good. I think it is the pulse system here we got. So what we're going to do now is add a delay to that pulse system. We're going to add a maximum delay. So that should be delayed now. There we go. So all you got to do is play. But that is now working absolutely fine. And what I'll do actually now is run this right out the front for everyone to see properly. There we go. Just throw brick down, button, like that. Now, I'm not too extremely well at redstone, so other people have got way compact systems, but as I said, I made this one a bit larger so everyone can see properly where everything goes and how everything fits in. But yeah, there is a lot more better people out there that have way more knowledge of redstone than I do. So it's working fine. Now you can actually even add more. You can make it wider if you like. Doesn't matter as long as you just do the same system. So that's how that works. And we will do a too high one next. But you can actually get rid of this system here. People have a different system. So get rid of this system here, and I'll show you what I mean. People have a different system altogether. People have like a delay system, like this. I've did experimenting in this with in the past. So we're just going to hook that right up like this. So now if you press the button, it will actually work, but it will be a bit slower. There you go. But say you held the switch down like that, you wanted to, you know, close up a gap or whatever for a certain amount of time. Once you put this back, it bugs out. So I'd rather the tick system, which you know you can have constantly on, and not have that problem, which is easy. I'll show you once more how to do it really quickly because this is all here in its proper spot. We add a block, add a torch on the other ends, and then we put a repeater in with maximum setting, and then we run that into another block like this, and we put a torch on the other end of that block like that, and then we just run this back into itself with a repeater here like that. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. So now you can it should work fine. And also, as I said, you can hold the button down, have no problem at all hitting the button, and it working 100% fine. So that's how this one's set up. I do have a really large one set up here. Now this one is a too high system, as we can see. It's a too high and very, very wide. Same sort of system. You've got the little pulse delay here. You've got it's all the same one we just played with. It's just instead of going straight to, we're going out the side. I'll show you guys in a minute how to build a bigger one if needed, but I will include it in the tutorial. So, and you've got the switch to hold it out if you like. Now I use these double piston extenders in some of my mob farm videos, and I do get a lot of people asking how to do it, so here it is, and this is how it's all done. But yeah, so this is a big version. This is probably the version I used in my mob farm with controllable foe version 2. a while back, how the pistons first come out, and I wanted to squish the zombies into a lava death trap style, and this is what I made to go with it. But anyway, we'll get back and we'll make this one now. Okay guys, now we're going to do a bigger version for the people that don't know how to do it. So we'll get started on that now. This one's probably going to be a bit more difficult. So we're going to do an 8 long one this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also, we're going to do another layer on top. So we're going to do an extra big one. We're going to make it work. Might take some tweaking, but it's going to work. Okay. So I'm going to use red wool again for the front. And again, what we want to do is we want to hook up this back area here with repeaters. With no delay, no anything. We hook it all up like this. We'll run it out the side like we did before. We'll make it really big so people know. And now we run that into itself. Run a few blocks back. And then into itself. Whoop. There we go. Maybe a bit large. So I'll just remove a few blocks so it's not extremely large. Okay, there we go. It's a bit smaller. As I said, we run it into itself again. Put the box in the middle. Whoop, not bad. Run it into itself. Okay, so we're going to add repeater on this side, and we're going to have a repeater on that side. And on the left-hand side, we're going to have a maximum setting repeater, and we're going to have nothing set on that side. Then we're going to just run it into the middle. And we're going to have a switch out here, wherever you want the switch. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother it. So there we go, there's the switch. So that's the bottom done, and it's all hooked up. So again, we want to do the top, where the red wool is, and the last back layer, like this. Then we want to hook all this up, like here. Well, there we go. So we can run straight from the switch if we like, or you can run it out the side, doesn't matter where you want to run it. Go, get rid of those two. Okay, so it's running off the main line now. And again, we have repeaters there. The front one we have a 1 tick, and that's it. So that should actually fire up just fine now, which it has, see? Now we just, as I said, that will retract properly, but the front one won't. Now we want like a tick system, which should be decently easy. Again, we just run it off the side here. Make it nice and big. There we go. Put a delay in. We learned our lesson from last time. Maximum delay. Run this straight into the back of a block. Go. Put this redstone repeater on maximum setting. So you run this redstone straight into the back of a block, which with a redstone torch on the other end of it, and then we run it straight to a redstone repeater, and then we run that pretty much straight into another torch, which will be our pulse. And we want to run it into itself, which is simple to do. And there we go. It's ran into itself. And that should work fine now. So we'll turn it all on. It's extended fine. Turn it all off. Works fine. And again, I'll run it out the front to make sure everybody can see it. So as I said, I'm not hugely knowledgeable with redstone. There is crazy people out there doing stuff with it. They could easily get this and turn it into some crazy thing. Way compactor. There's a few on the internet are way compactor. I just do it this way. I like doing it this way. There we go. Switch. And there we go. Works fine. Now, if you have anything off, like let's say you accidentally have a no tick on this side, it affects the machine very badly. See? Massive effect. So we put that maximum back on, and we change this to no delay here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That one worked. Yep, so you probably don't even need a delay up there. But if anything went wrong, then you know to adjust things. It's all about playing around. Because the smaller or larger you make it, you may need an extra repeater in there just to give it another little bit of a delay. I noticed in a lot of when I'm doing this sort of stuff, it's that's how it works. It's just you make it small, you use less repeaters. You make it extremely large. I've made a way bigger version than this before. It's you need way more delay in it because of how many pistons there are to fire. But that's how it all works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a like. If you need any other tutorials, I'll be happy to do it. You know, with creative mode now, it's a lot easier to do tutorials. And that's it. That's a double piston extender. And as I said, there is a few on the internet are way more compacter design than this. I made it extremely large for you guys so you can see it. It's not that difficult. It's all about the timing and just playing around with the timing. But yeah. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you all later.